Hi guys, thanks for listening to Coffee with Christ. If you haven't subscribed, hit the button below. Thank you so much for listening to this wonderful week of mighty women and their testimonies. It's been so fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've got a very special guest today giving a testimony, and it is my wonderful oldest daughter, middle child, Carly. Hi, Carly.
Hi.
She's going to tell us a little story, so we'll jump right in because I know 5 minutes or less for a whole story is not very much.
No. So, a couple months ago, about 3, we got into a really bad car accident. It was like traumatic and all this stuff, and we were stopped, and then we basically got T-boned, and I was on the impact side. So, I felt like I was kind of already passed out, but that's a different story. And, yeah, anyway, so, I was knocked out, and I felt myself go down into like layers of sleep is how I would describe it. Like the deepest, most peaceful sleep, like the best night's sleep you ever had, times 10 layers down in sleep. And like it was so peaceful, and I knew I had died. Like I knew I died. And when I died, I felt like just so much peace. Like it was, I don't know, it was just so amazing, which sounds kind of like sick and twisted, but it was so peaceful. And so when I had went into this place like heaven, and I felt like heaven, it was this white room, and it was all white, and there was walls, you could tell, but there was no shadowing. So like in the corner of a wall, there was no shadows or anything. So I knew it was like different than just a normal room. I knew I wasn't like in the hospital. I felt dead. And I didn't think about like my family or anything, like my siblings, nothing like that, but I just felt peace, and it was just the most peaceful thing ever.
So why do you think that was heaven?
So about when you say about like 9 or 8, something like that, I went to camp and I was worshiping, and we were singing, and I had closed my eyes, and I went to this weird, like, I had a stint of visions when I was little, which sounds kind of weird and like, anyway. And I had closed my eyes, and I had seen Jesus in this white room. He was in the same white room that I was in. And I had forgotten about it until I went to this place and woke up, and I was like, that was the same white room. And I think Jesus was like holding a teddy bear or like whatever, but it was the same white room, and so I knew it was like heaven.
And so from this experience with all the trauma and then having to go through and then getting to go to this place, what do you think what was like one thing that you would want people to take from it or get from it or something like that?
So I've learned so much, and there's been like so many different hard things and different things, and just kind of finding back who I am again. But one thing would be that like if your family members have died or somebody has died, it is so peaceful. Like it's kind of great. Like I kind of wanted to go back. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, because when you get back, then you had all this physical therapy and all this stuff, and it was so peaceful. It was amazing. So that, and then also that if you don't come to like terms with death, because I didn't, and I wasn't. Like I was one of those people that was like, I don't want to go to funerals. I don't want to look at dead bodies. I don't, no, really. I want to have like specific funeral lists anyway, but I I just to say like come to terms with it, but move on, because if you don't like come to terms with it, you can't live your fullest life and like your best life, because then you're always kind of scared. And I also felt like I was almost invincible, and like nothing could hurt me, and like I was good. And then it was like reality check, things can happen, but it's not going to be painful, or it's not going to like be a problem, because you're going to go to the best place on earth, if you love Jesus and you're, close with him, because so peaceful, so amazing. So just don't be scared of it. Just accept it, and move on with your life.
Oh man, that's great advice, Carly. And I just feel like as I'm sitting here just kind of like staring off, I'm just going to call it out that I look a little weird on here. Both of us have on black, not planned, but we're talking about death. We're wearing black. And she's got her little brooch on. I just got a few seconds. This is what we call her death brooch now, because we had just bought this and it survived and was not broke, but yet her body was all broke up. Totally crazy. Well, Carly and I are praying for all of you this week, and we hope you have a great week. And I will talk to you tomorrow.